Darvin Ham calls out Cam Reddish and Jared Vanderbilt. Can't be confused with the ball. Ham said, I just think not allowing it to be to stagnate us. If they're trying to play off, Cam got to step up, shooting with confidence or eat up space on the drive. Collapse the defense once he touches the paint, drive, find the open man. Same thing for Vando. Ball hits him, and he just can't hold it. Be confused.
He called them out, not himself?
Yeah.
You put them sorry motherfuckers in the game. Nobody told you to sub a dude who averages 1.5 and put him as a starter? Right? That's your, like, when you going to take responsibility for the lineups you're putting out? Like, you have the Lakers starting five, the way it was, they were only averaging 82 points as a starting five, which is low.
Well, right? Consider LeBron and AD averaging 50.
50. Yeah. So the rest of your team, the rest of your starters is only putting up that is a low starting five. 82 points is low. Now you sub in Van and take out Russ, which pushes you down to 68 points a game. Just to show you how bad that is, the worst team in the NBA, the Detroit Pistons, they're averaging 69. No, they're averaging 73 points as a starting five. So the Detroit Pistons starting five is better than the Lakers starting five right now in point production. What defense are you looking for?
Yeah.
Who
ain't nobody. You need to be, in order for them to justify the defensive, like, oh, they're supposed to be defensive guys. They need to be Dennis Johnson. They need to be Alvin Robertson. They need to be Dennis Rodman or somebody on the ball like that. But you cannot give me 1 point. Let's just say Vando gives us 2-3. And Cam Reddish gives us 8. Come on, bro, that's not enough. 11 points, and we got guys, and you're playing 25 to 30 minutes. 3 and 8 points is not enough. It's just not.
You got 3, like AD is a defensive player. LeBron is a defensive player, but he's 39. I got enough defense to put all offense, right? I have guys who can block shots to put enough offense out there, right? This is crazy because their losses, they scored 94 points, 101, 94, 109, 108, 110, 111, 115. You can't score.
Right.
You're not moving fast enough with the unit you have. You know what this reminds me of? What he did right here reminds me of the 2000. It was the 2020 Clippers team, where they use, this is the deepest team. They got the deepest bench. You got the deepest bench because your starting five was sorry as shit. Right? Your starting five, you had
because you bring in Sweet Lou and Trez, and they playing more minutes as reserves than your starter, other than Kawhi and PG.
You got 40 points coming off the bench with 2 players. Of course, your bench is deep. So your bench was number 1 in the NBA in scoring. Your starting five was 25th. You're averaging 69 points because you got Zubac, Pat Bev, and Mo, who's averaging 7, 8, and 5. You're not deep. You got 4 players, 5. You got 4 players. Right. That's it. You're just trying to trick.
And 2 of them come off the bench.
The lineup. Yeah, you're trying to take 2 starters, put them off the bench. Oh, yeah, we got this deep team because in the NBA, it's hard to blow a team out in the first 5-6 minutes, right? So, at the 6-minute mark, you can sub in your 2 guys and then get the rolling and let these guys get a little bit of minutes, right? Oh, you did good, boys. Now go sit down and let the real players get in. I hate lineups like that. Right? You're just trying to trick like your team is good, but knowing damn well if a team got 9-0 in the first 1 minute of the game, get y'all asses out. Trez, get y'all asses in. Right? And that happened a couple times. But you have to have a balanced team, and the fact that you have Rui, Austin, and Russell coming off the bench, like, oh, yeah, we got, 40-something points coming off the bench. Yeah, you got 40-something coming off the bench, but your starting five is only scoring 60 points, right? You got LeBron James and AD scoring 50, and you got the other 3 guys there putting in 10. Like, stop these dumbass lineups.
Because and here's the thing, and you tell me these guys, but they still can't stop dribble penetration. Guys are still getting past Vando, they're still getting past Cam, and they're kicking the ball to the corner for wide open threes. So if you're supposed to be a defensive guy, if you're not going to get, here's the thing, if I'm not an offensive guy, and this is where I approach it, Gil, when I play football, I've got to be more of an asset in the passing game than I am a liability in the run game. So in other words, if you are a liar, you got to be a tremendous asset in the defensive end if you're a liability on the offensive end, if you're a basketball player. And right now, you're a liability on both. So it's basically you becoming unplayable because I don't know how you play. Guy's going to give me 2 points, and then he's letting guys get past him, and I got to slide AD, and the guy's passing the ball, and the guy's laying it up, or some help got to come, and he's kicking it to the corner. Bro, what are you doing?
I never understood that, and it's weird because I would love to ask a defensive coach why they put these lineups in. I'm an offensive player. I bred offense, right? The worst player that I wanted to see was someone like me that I had to guard.
He gonna make you work. I
did not want to face me. Patrick Beverly's? Whoa! Oh, it's trouble for you, homeboy, because you're here to play defense, not offense. So I'm resting half the time. I'm giving you my all. That means it's like boxing, right? I get to punch you, but you got your hands tied. I get to punch on you while your hands tied. The fact that you're going to take 3-4 shots a game, why am I paying attention to you? That is the easiest night for me because there's no way you're going to stop me from taking 20, 30 shots. But I don't have to give you no effort on the defense. I get to say, and the worst player I wanted to play was someone scoring like me because he's embarrassing me now. Right? So if I'm playing against the Lakers and I'm Trae Young, hell yeah, I want to play against Cam all day. You ain't embarrassing me. You ain't doing nothing. You just get to play defense all day. And I don't understand why they put these lineups out there because you're helping the offensive team because you're handicapping yourself. You're playing 3-on-5 on offense or 2-on-5 on offense. And you're not good enough. The rules aren't made. My offensive book is 100 times better than any rules you can put in. And that's the difference in today's game. Back then, it was 60-40 defense to offense, right? You know, you dribbled a certain way, you only had a certain amount of moves. Now the moves today, I can hold it a little bit. I can do my career. So now it's basically 90-10.
Wow.
There's no rule they can put in that hand checking, all that dumb when people talk. There ain't no hand checking that can stop these moves today, impeding progress. That is trash. All of it. It was trash when it was in.
You got guys can shoot the ball better and guys can handle the ball better. You got 2 or 3 guys on every team that can make you look stupid handling the ball. Everybody got that pull. Everybody got the head. Okay, I'm going the and one. I mean, how many guys we see that? Everybody doing that. I mean, guys like, who the F are you? Where you get that move from? Yeah. So the likelihood of you bringing somebody, he's a defensive stopper. Man, them guys are too good. They too skilled.
Too skilled. It's you. If I want to hunt a lion, I need a lion. A gazelle ain't go. He ain't go.
He gonna get exactly.
He's lunching me. It's weird, right? D-Lo said he wanted to be Derek White. We all laughed. Please be Derek White. God damn it, I beg you to be Derek White now. Because Derek White didn't want to just be a liability. I'm just a defensive player.
See, there you go.
That's the difference between Boston now, right? You got the unicorn over there, which had added extra offense, right? You would have thought that Derek White would be more of a defensive player because he don't need to score. He upped his scoring up.
Yes.
And that's what the Lakers need. D-Lo, I need you to up your production, not digress.
If you put
these guys need to up it up, not
because if you put pressure on the opposing team, I mean, maybe it takes some of that zap out of them, and they're not able to give you that work.
No. Listen, when you trying to score, my one thing that I always went into games when I had to play against AI, when I had to play against Steve Francis, when I had to play against Mulberry, I'm coming at you first. I'm going to come at you so hard that it makes you not want to play offense, thinking that if you don't shoot, I don't shoot. NBA players really think that's the thing. Or if I don't shoot against him, he won't shoot against me.
Okay, that's your fault.
And what I did when we started off the games, and I was playing against the high level guards, the Steve Nashes, I'm trying to give them buckets early to set the tone. I can't let Steve Nash come and pick me to death. If you look at my games with Steve Nash, I made him a scorer. Like when you look at our matchups against Steve Nash, he wasn't having 15 and 17 assists, 30, 40. Like, you're going to have to match me point for point if you want to keep up. You're not going to be able to try to sit there and get your guys, I'm scoring too fast, makes you want to score too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, I got to take some of that zap. Like my grandma used to say, okay, y'all stay out all night. You going to church in the morning. Nah, you're not been the lag back there and think, hey, I'm going to give you bucket. You go get this. You got to make them work.
Yeah.
And that's not happening. So it's going to be very interesting to see what his starting lineup look like tomorrow. The Laker players are reportedly frustrated with Darvin Ham's decision about starting lineup and their role. Frustration with players' roles and fluctuating minutes. Uncertainty regarding their roles and inconsistency in playing time. The communication gap between coaching staff and players appears to be widening, with players expressing confusion over the mixed messages they receive. Reports say criticism has been directed at Ham's lineup choices and rotation, particularly perceived inconsistency in handling struggling players. Some players like Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura reportedly face shorter leashes than when encountered difficulties, while other players, Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish, enjoy longer leashes despite struggles on the court. We saw that. They had no problem putting Austin Reeves on the bench. Remember, he's struggling to start the season? Well, we talked to Austin, and, we felt it would be best for him to come off the bench. Okay, what about them other guys?
Yeah. But Ham was a defensive player, I think. Yeah. Right? I don't remember. He was on the bench when I was playing. Yeah, he was on the bench. He didn't get in the game. But most likely he was a defensive player, one of those guys that hustled. And that's his mindset. Right? You got a little bit of in you, and you looking for it on the court. Like, these guys play the right way. Well, it's not the right way if they're not winning, right? Of course, Austin Reeves, Rui, and D'Angelo will be mad. They're your offense. Yes. So they miss 2 or 3 shots, you put them on the bench. These guys don't even take 3 shots and they're playing, right? So now what ends up happening is you start looking at the guys as enemies instead of teammates.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Right? Absolutely. You start putting division inside the locker room because they're getting minutes that they haven't earned. Right? He took 3 shots. He did this and he plays 30 minutes. Now what does that do to someone like D'Angelo? Right? Oh, if I don't do nothing, if I don't shoot, if I don't make no mistakes, I play longer. Right? Because that's what he's doing with this guy. Right? So the fact that at this point in the season, you're still having fluctuation problems, let you know you don't know what's going on right now. You're still trying to find stuff, and instead of building on that championship mid-season, in-season, mid-season, whatever the season, beginning of the season, right? You're supposed to be building confident. That was supposed to boom, 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 and take off, right? You have Rui and D'Angelo should be starting, or Reeves and Cam and Prince both should be starting.
Nor Vando. No, those three, two of those three should not be starting.
I didn't even look at him as a starter. That looks like a friend hookup. Yeah, I mean, you lost the bet. He looked like you lost the bet. Like, all right, I'll put him in, right? He's not he shouldn't even be playing minutes right now. They weren't warned, they weren't earned, right? You can't just say, all right, we're gonna go from averaging 1 and put him in. And I'm sitting there, I'm also like, wait a minute, man. I'm averaging 15 points a game.
Solid.
And you ain't even thinking about me. Yeah, you ain't thinking about me as a starter. What's wrong with you? That happens, Like you're getting minutes. Think about it. You're getting minutes that you didn't deserve, and you think I'm cool with it? No,
because I'm watching. There's not one time that Jared Vanderbilt has shot a shot outside and it doesn't shoot many that I actually thought it was going in. Be I'm watching on television or I'm actually sitting at the game. Not one time does he shoot a shot, and I was like, oh man, that's good. Hell, even when he laid the ball, even when he like driving the ball and he go flip it up left handed, I'm like, that ain't going in.
So what is this man doing on defense? Looking at LeBron, looking at Anthony Davis. I got the night off.
No, your job isn't the funnel. Your job is to D up because you give us nothing offensively. Like I said, you got whatever it is, you got to be a bigger asset than a liability. So he has to be a bigger asset on the defensive end because we know he's a liability on the offensive end. But if he gives us nothing on either, now all of a sudden he's no good.
If you wasn't playing him at the beginning of the season, there was a reason. Don't play his ass now because you feel you need to change shit up. No, you need to get everybody thinking the right way. You need to get everybody in tune with what their game is. You think D'Angelo is coming off the bench to this guy?
Yeah,
and
that's
you think
the
he's
thing.
happy
Yeah,
about it? Like Cam, like you putting Cam on the bench, what's that gonna do? He give you 5. We're gonna give you 5 coming off the bench. Cool. Like I'm not losing nothing there, right? But that is something that bleeds a locker room where you're looking at somebody in front of you that ain't him, right? So you ain't cheering for him, right? You put a guy in that can't shoot the ball. And I'm sitting here, we sit here like, all right, we're gonna play team ball, like. Right, you start Rui or Austin, you start Russell or Austin. Trust me, their production is going to get better because you
show confidence in them.
The fact that you don't, there shouldn't be. You shouldn't be at this place right now. Like you shouldn't be right here right now. This is horrible. Unless they putting Vandy in because they need to trade him. Show him he's healthy. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? It's the 15 coming up.
Showed him he healthy. All right now.
Yeah, he heard that. Hey, look at him. Look at him out there. Look at him go up and down, y'all.
He like that car we got. We want to sell it. So I'm gonna drive it, let everybody see it's operational. Then I'm gonna go put it right back on the show. Hey, stick the for sale sign in it tomorrow.
That's what this play looks like. It looks like they want to show that because there's no way as a coach you're gonna take a guy who's averaging 1.5 and insert him in the starting lineup and he don't even get no minutes. Only play is I want to show him off so I can package him.
Because Vando was hurt at the start of the season. I think he had a foot injury or he had some kind of injury to start the season.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, man, hey, they got to get more production. They need more than 5 points. 3 points, 2 points from him. Torian Prince is like hit or miss, but okay. He does. I mean, look, more times than not, I feel comfortable with him shooting the 3 ball. But like I said, we don't need all 3 of them.